Hello my gorgeous friends on the internet, is your boy Wibana Emmanuel, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the future of dropship print on demand. Dropship print on demand is a business model that involves you making art designs and putting them on products, and whenever a customer orders this product, the design gets printed on that product and is being shipped to that customer. Now there are a couple of websites and e-commerce platforms that encourage artists like you and me to put our artworks on their platforms, and whenever a customer orders this product, they do the shipping, they do the packaging, and they do the sending to the customer. They also handle customer service and support, so you pretty much are left with just making designs and putting them on their platforms, and they are going to sell it on t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, depending on the platform. Now some common print on demand platforms are Redbubble, Public, Etsy, Zazzle, and Spreadsheet. So what I aim to achieve in this video is actually tell you all the future of dropship print on demand holds, and walk you through some tips to help you optimize your store and guarantee that you're gonna make daily and consistent sales. So without further ado, let's get started. Now the very first thing is following. Having a following on social media for your print on demand business is very important these days. Most print on demand marketplaces offer you the chance to plug in your social media links on their platforms. I'm talking about platforms like Public and Redbubble. Specifically Public, they give you the chance to plug in your store, your social media links on their platforms, and they consider it very important. Now Public and Redbubble are some of the platforms that prioritize your social media links. You can plug in your social media link and the cover photo of your store on these platforms too. So if you're familiar with Public and Redbubble, you will also be aware that there is a place for customizing your store, and you have to add your cover art or cover photo, so you can actually type in the name of your store and put it on your cover photo. That's how I function. Now adding a social media link to your store proves to these platforms that you are a real artist and that you mean business. It might surprise you to know that these print on demand platforms manually vet your social media links before accepting your designs to show up in their marketplaces or even promote your designs. And a very good example of a platform that prioritizes this social media link is Public. So you want to ensure that you put in your social media links on your store. Now the second factor to put in place when it comes to the future of dropship print on demand is that you should have good designs and artwork. Now to be clear with you, print on demand is actually meant for artists. It's actually meant for artists, and Public pride themselves as an e-commerce store that encourages independent artists to make money. So they prioritize independent artists. That's kind of what their platform is all about. They are not more for the money, they are not more for the sale, they are more for empowering independent artists. Now print on demand is beyond just making simple text-based designs and just slapping them on products and hoping to make a sale. No. In the early days of print on demand, you could get away with that, but in recent times, your designs have to match the style of the other designs on most POD platforms before they show up in search or even urge customers to purchase your items. Now, if you're not very good in making artworks or high-end art designs, you might want to contact freelancers on sites like Fiverr, Upwork, or People Per Hour to make these designs for you. A quick hint on making your designs show up in search results, especially on Public, is that your designs should match the type of designs already on the platform. Just scroll through the Public platform on their homepage. You're going to see the kind of designs that show up in search results, and what you want to do is actually make your designs to fit in that same style. Now the third factor to consider when it comes to the future of print on demand is SEO or keyword research. Now 50% of sales on your print on demand store will come as a result of good search engine optimization and keyword research. If you have a really good design or artwork but you wrongly tag that design, then you won't show up in search when customers search for that term. Ensure you do proper keyword research even before setting out to create designs. Now your design upload cycle should begin with proper keyword research, which extends to accurate design tagging and optimization on print on demand platforms. If now What this actually means is that before you even set out to make any design, you should actually first of all consider the tags and consider the optimization you want to use for that same design, because that's what's going to guide you on the design you want to make. Now I recommend you add at least 10 tags to every upload you make on print on demand platforms. Redbubble gives you the chance to add at least 50 tags, no 60 tags, whereas TeePublic offers you the opportunity to add 50 tags. So you want to maximize this and add all of the tags, but I recommend you to be careful if you're using auto tag generators. I made a video concerning that, so you want to check that out on my channel. Now the very fourth tip when it comes to the future of print on demand platform is that you should follow trends. Yes, follow trends. Now the fastest way to break out of a sales drought is by carefully jumping on trends before they become obvious. Now there are a couple of techniques you can use to figure out trends before anyone else does. A good place to find hot selling trending designs is Twitter, and I just made a video on that. You can actually check that on my channel where I tell you how you can do print on demand research using Twitter. Now you can also use tools like topbubbleindex.com to find hot selling trends. I also made a video concerning that. Now when we talk about trends, it's not only keywords or search terms, there are also design trends. Example of design trends are like gold design, mentally dating. There's a time where this mentally dating template was actually reigning, so you want to actually acknowledge the fact that there are design trends, and Printful actually does a good job in releasing the design trends for each year, so you might want to check out their blog to see the design trends for the year you're watching this video. Now you can actually scale out your store by being sensitive to design trends per time. Like in the case of mentally dating, all you have to do is actually just write mentally dating and put in a lot of celebrities here, and that's how you scale your designs. You can use tools like automate VOD, and you can also use top bubble index designer to make these designs and make this automation. I actually made a video also on that, how to automatically create designs. You want to check that on my channel. Now the fifth tip when it comes to the future of print on demand is trademark. Now one thing that can help your entire print on demand journey is by making and selling a trademarked design. Print on demand is beyond just searching and uploading designs on POD platforms. It is actually a real business, and hence you have to be careful with trademarks and privacy policy. Ensure you check out trademarks for designs even before you start making those designs in the first place. You can use sites like trademarkia.com or uspto.gov to check out if a particular keyword is trademarked or not. Do not hurriedly make designs just because you want to jump on a trend and upload them on print on demand platforms without first checking out if the design is trademarked or not. I made a video where I showed you how I lost an account with 1,700 designs simply because of one policy violation, and you want to be careful with this. You don't want to make the kind of mistakes I made. Now there is no sorry or apology when you lose your store or your account on these platforms. 99% of the time they won't even respond to you when you seek an explanation or negotiation on how to reinstate your account after policy violation or infringing on trademarks. So this is the very more reason why you ought to be very careful when it comes to actually making designs. You want to be careful with trademarks, because with the snap of a finger you can actually lose your store by putting in a copyrighted term. This is where we end the video, and if you like this video I encourage you to hit the thumbs button, share with me what you think about this video, and just share with your friends. Peace and God bless.